Go. All right, so today's 8/20, August 20, 2019, Technical Tuesday. Let's get started. First off, going on to my chart, seeing what we have for the day. So I got a little stuck here. Okay, I had a little monitor failure right there. Sometimes that happens if I get too close to the other monitor. Okay, so today pulling up the news, see what we have for the day. We have, get up here, forexcalendar.com. So Tuesday getting into Wednesday, we have GBP at 1:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Um, that's in about 2.5 hours from now. So we have medium impact on GBP. Then later on, beginning of the New York session, we're going to be having some CAD news. So looking at GBP CAD, overall just going to be looking at all the pairs, see what we see with that. All right, so GJ, I did mention inside the Golden Circle group, GBP JPY was consolidating. I don't know if you guys had saw me mention that. By the way, what's up, Kel? I just read your message right now. But anyway, so I mentioned about GBP JPY. It's pretty much like at a support area, but it also has like a consolidation area. So let me pull that up. And what I'm actually do is I'm gonna erase everything so we can start off fresh. Okay, so going on to the daily time frame, seeing what we see here. So overall, I know it's like at a major support. I'm actually adjust this a little bit higher to that wick. And it's pretty much this entire area. This entire area right there is like a zone. Gonna go down to the 4-hour time frame. So you guys see with the 4-hour, we have like an inverted head and shoulder. We have that left head, is that right shoulder right there. Broke through right here. About the distance from here to here is about the distance that it should go. So pretty much where that resistance line was at, up top around that 130.80 level. I would say 131.000. It's kind of like that main target to look for, but we can see, and this is why I think it's going to be going up. We do see that this right here did a test on this area. I actually got in for a buy right there and caught it up here. But with this here, you see pretty much what was happening here. We have consolidation. It broke through, and I mentioned that we're looking for the break either to go up or go down. So it did break through, came down, hit this support area right here. If you were also to do the Fibonacci in that area, it would have been hitting that 5061.8 level on the fibs. That's a PRZ. So this area right here, it hit and then it rejected off. So right now it's pretty much going into the uptrend, doing that higher high. Right now it's coming down. I do have a feeling it's going to be dropping down, down to around this pivot point, which is that support on this consolidation area, and then shoot up right there, having like its own little Fibonacci right there. I'll actually move this one. So we have like the low to the high up there. And we might be seeing this come down, hit around that 38.2 level. Maybe if it even breaks through around that 5061.8, drawing the box through there, and then getting in for that buy once it drops more, once it gives more confirmations for that buy entry. But overall, looking for that buy, since our main target is going to be all the way up here. You do want to be able to catch these smaller ones in between, and just it's good to know what's happening overall with the trend, knowing that it's doing this inverted head and shoulder. It's expected to go all the way up here, um, and it's already forming higher highs, higher lows. So we're most likely going to be catching this for a buy. And let me know if you guys have any questions while I'm doing this analysis. I know I'm going to be talking most of the time, but if you guys have any questions or any pairs that you want me to check out, let me know. All right, so I see a lot of you guys putting in currency pairs. I'm just going to check out random one, GBP CHF. Since we're already on the GBP pairs, um, basically with this, if this was to go into a bullish trend, which is already starting to get into, even though if overall it's in a bearish trend on the bigger time frame, we might be seeing some more of that retracement. So that means GBP is most likely getting stronger. That's JPY getting weaker. Um, so we'll kind of confirm with these other pairs. So overall, right here, we do see that area. GBP CHF and GBP JPY pretty much doing the exact same thing. Like it was consolidating in this area here. It's looking to come down, hit around that pivot point, also that support, and then most likely going up. We do see that it has one touch, second touch, and most likely it will do like a third touch and then continue riding up. Let's look for that major resistance level on the bigger time frame, or support slash resistance. We do have an area right there. Let's look at the bigger time frame. Okay. So that's about the area right there. We're going to be looking at this for turnaround. Also, while I was doing this entire thing, we do see that divergence. This is just bigger time frame, but overall, this was going up while all of this was showing it was going down. So it was expecting to have like a big reversal, and now that's when it's starting. Okay, so GBP CHF, pretty much the same thing. And by the way, I see some of you guys' messages sending privately, showing which pairs. Make sure when you write a message where it says to, put to everyone, so it's not just me seeing it. So I'm just going off of some of these here. By the way, these are some of the entries that I got in on this break test right here. Again, if you guys aren't following me on TradingView, make sure to follow me on TradingView so you guys can see some of the strategies that I post on there. If you go onto the TradingView app, let's see, it's under right here where it says ticker. On the ticker area, you want to click on people and then just look up, you already know, Risky Ricky. You search me up, and then right here, you're going to be able to see the strategies and everything. So this was one of them that I posted the other day. You'll pretty much be able to see like how they play out. So if you see this one, I actually didn't get in because this was like, will Euro USD go up? It was for a pending buy above the pivot point. It did continue to go down, and when it did go down, I did catch it on the retracement. Didn't catch it right when it was a sell because I was sleeping, but it was when it did its retracement right here, got that resistance line, and so I hit like around that 38.2, hit the resistance line, got in for that sell. And then what I had done, seeing this on the smaller, on like my phone, could have done it on computer too, but I was on my phone. But getting that support area right there, then it broke through. But anyways, right now where current price is at, So we do have some rejection happening down here, kind of like that double bottom happening. Um, this would be that neckline area. So it didn't break that neckline, but it is doing this kind of like if it's hitting neckline right now and then possibly going to be going down. So we need to see exactly if it does come down and kind of create that triple bottom before we can catch this for a buy. Um, but overall, we do see that it's coming down right now. Possibly this pivot point might be the area where it's going to be coming down. It's already coming down, hitting the pivot point and then breaking through, continuing to go up. Once it goes up, most of you guys know that have taken my training know that the distance from here to the bottom is about the distance that it should be going up. So looking at about this support area right here, I would say targeting like this resistance actually. Even though if it does pass through, targeting somewhere around that R3 level. Now there's not like two major news going on with Euro and USD, but I would say during like the New York or the London, we're going to be looking at what type of areas there. But I would say with this one, getting in for a pending buy order right above here, and then see that's 300. It's about 450 micropips. If it does reject off this pivot point and then continue going up, stop loss can be somewhere down here, and just catching that for a buy. Someone said, "What's your RSI number?" RSI number is a 5. All right. So, and by the way, indicators are my secondary focus. I mentioned this tons of times inside of my training. It's my secondary focus. So it's not even my primary thing that I'm looking at. I'm mainly looking at price action and what's happening as far as like candlesticks and stuff like that. Yeah. So someone had mentioned if Euro USD goes up, then GBP USD will most likely be going up. Yeah. So I brought this up last week during my live analysis where I talk about correlation pairs, and I'll bring it up right now again. But so someone had mentioned that Euro USD and GBP USD, so they do move together. If Euro USD goes up, most likely GBP USD will be going up. So let's check out GBP USD and see what we have. But overall, we see that GBPs are expected to go up. So if I bring up GBP USD, most likely it's going to be expecting to go up because already with GBP JPY, GBP CHF, they're looking like it's about to be going up. But I'll bring it up right here, GBP USD. Do have that resistance there. And again, it's almost at this pivot point area right here, just like all of those other ones. All the other ones are pretty much at that pivot point, looking to be hitting it and then rejecting off of it. And it's around that 38.2. So we might be seeing like a strong reaction happening around 38.2. But depending on what happens with price, if we see that upward movement, then most likely we can get into that. And we can see, this is actually what I like seeing when Fibonacci pretty much aligns with my pivot points. See negative 27% right here, kind of that negative 61.8 is around R2. See negative or 78.6 is at S1, 38.2 is that pivot point. So we're going to be looking at those Overall GBPs for buys. Okay, so someone had mentioned AUD CAD. By the way, if you guys are already analyzing those pairs, just pull them out. And it's good that I'm analyzing the pairs that you're most likely already analyzing. So then if both of our opinions align together, then you're think of that like as an extra confirmation. Overall going like an upward channel. Let's see. Okay, so AUD CAD looks like it can possibly go up a bit, but overall going to be looking for that to break through and then continue going into that downtrend. This one's more of that swing trade, flow. And by the way, as you get more experience with currency pairs, you'll notice that certain currencies, you'll see them flow better than others. Like GBP pairs, they kind of like go up and down, up and down. Like it's a little messy. It's a little messy compared to like AUD CAD is more like a calm pair. So the calmer pairs, those are the ones that I actually recommend for beginners. I mentioned inside of my training which pairs I recommend for beginners. Some of them being like the majors, but like USD CAD, a couple other ones, but let's see. So all right, so with AUD CAD overall, the better area would be if it does come up. It does come up some more, hitting this area of resistance and then breaking through that support and then just dropping down. You can get in early because there is this level of resistance right there. It's that zone right there. So dropping the price, having that resistance. Let's look even closer. So we do see a lot of wicks happening on the upside, which means buyers come in, sellers pushing the price down. So around this pivot point area right here, pretty much going to see what's going to be happening. I would say even on this break of this area here, so right now it's like consolidating. So it's either price is going to shoot up and then shoot up around like this area and then possibly shoot down. But if it does break through, I would catch this for a sell and then see what kind of reaction that happens around that support. By the way, I don't know if you guys saw inside of my Instagram stories, I did mention we're going to be releasing a notebook pretty soon. So I'm going to show you guys in the camera. Let me see where I can see myself just to make sure. Okay. Whoa, it's a little bit hard to see. Let me actually change this real quick. Okay. So you guys see that? So we're going to be adding this onto Market Masters as a trading journal, probably giving it included inside of the 7-day training. We're still planning out like the details to include it with certain trainings or include it with like the PDF file purchase where it gets sent to your house and then you get it printed out. But this is like, you can see the back of it. It's like a test copy. But this is going to be like the sizing of the page, and pretty much what it's going to be used for is being able to tell like how many confirmations you'll be getting per trade, And it says on there 3+ confirmations because that's part of my strategy. We're looking for 3 or more confirmations. And then for every single one of your trades, you just look and see if you have 3 or more confirmations before getting in. You're also going to be putting like where your take profit stop loss is going to be at in that journal, and then checking out if it's going to be like winning trades or losing trades. So once that comes out, I'll let you guys know, but that's going to be, it's going to be pretty awesome. All right, so let's see what we have here. Someone said, would it be good to put orders on each side, or would that be better on a wedge? I do personally prefer on wedges, but you can do it. You can do it through here. So inside of like the PDFs or in the training, I do mention that in rectangles, normally that distance from here to here of the rectangle is about how much it should be going up or down once it breaks through. So that difference is about let's see, 200. It's about like 80 micropips. And personally, I don't shoot for something this small. I'm normally aiming for like 100+ micropips and like around 200 daily. So 200 daily is literally from, if it breaks through, up to R1, because that breakthrough is around 300, a little bit more than R1, and that would be like my daily target. So just one of these pairs can help me get that. But if you're catching 200 micropips, I'm gonna go real quick just to show you guys what's possible as far as trading. If you catch this going up with a $1,000 account, I do have this inside of the training on the back end, but I do mention that like if you have a $1,000 account doing 1.0 lot size and you're catching 200 micropips a day, then you're expected to make $200 a day. $200 a day with a $1,000 account. That's 20% return on a $1,000 account. And since you guys are here spending your time with me, a strategy that I do use is I have 5 different accounts or more, 5 different accounts, each one with the same amount of money. So if it's $5,000 that I have total to invest, it's 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. And with the 1,000, I'm just going off of this plan because it is a little bit more high risk, especially if you use 1.0. But what I do is I get into confident trades that has 3+ confirmations, catching 200 micropips, and I'm making $200 a day off of that one account. But I'm doing this on a bigger scale. So I'm just going off like the 1,000. But let's say if I have 50,000, each of the accounts are going to have 10,000. So that's kind of how I go off of it. And if it's a $10,000 account, the lot size would be like 10.0. 10.0 times 200 micropips, that's making $2,000 a day. So that's pretty much how you start compounding your account. As your account gets bigger, your lot sizes increase. You're still catching the same amount of micropips, but your profit's going to be much bigger as your account gets bigger. So that's a whole compound effect that I use with that. I do have like a plan where it's like $100 where you can flip that, and that's with only 10 pips, which is 100 micropips. But that's more risk right there using that plan. Anyways, let's look for a pair that we can actually get a setup. Actually go through my charts real quick and see what I see. USD CHF is sell. USD JPY. Inverted head and shoulders. You guys see that? Okay, I see why this is doing this. It's not logged in. One sec, you guys. Okay, here we go. So yeah, that was earlier. Uh, okay, let's check out UJ on TradingView. See what we see there. Someone said audio is messed up. I'm gonna have to look into that because I know last week someone had said the audio was messed up. This mic is more of a newer mic. It's called a Jabra. Jabra. It's supposed to be like really professional. Costs like it's like $300. USD JPY. It's probably where my mic is positioned. Okay, so left shoulder, head, right shoulder. I don't like that this inverted head and shoulder is a little bit higher than where it should be. Overall, we are seeing higher lows. We do have this lower high right here compared to this one. Overall, I guess if we were to trap this like that, see going down to the 1 hour. Right, low to high. Okay, so this is so far from wrapping my head around these currency pairs with UJ, GJ, GBP, CHF. So what it looks like is JPY is expected to get weaker. No, stronger. JPY is expected to get stronger, and if it gets stronger, that means GBP is getting weaker in this area. So either GBP or JPY is getting stronger. Overall, this is going to be expected to be going up. Same thing with UJ. It's expected to go up. And then with Euro USD, so USD being the secondary, this goes up, that means USD is strong. Okay. All right, so overall with this one's a little complicated with UJ to get in for this buy. Yeah, this one I would just skip through. It's not too much of a confident trade to even get into that one. Let's look at all these other pairs. Let's see what Angel said. So he said he's been training for 9 months now, and he invested about 1.5K. Currently at 77 at the moment. Wanted to see if I should keep my money or withdraw some. Okay, so yeah, if you're at if you went from 1.5 to 77 and you didn't withdraw at least at 1.5, then Yeah, I would do that at least the 1.5 if you're at 77 now. Um, but definitely what I would suggest is depending on if it was 9 months that it took you to make that much, then try like getting a reasonable salary, even if it's like 4,000 of that a month. 4,000 times 9, it's like 36. So about like half of it out. Yeah, about half of it out, I would say, and then just continue doing that. Unless now I would say at least take half of it out. Yeah. Because then it would be worth that time that you spent if it took you 9 months to make that much if you haven't taken any out. Um, yeah, and no problem. So let's see, Euro JPY is at a major support again with the JPYs. It's looking like it's expected to go up. So UJ looks like it's expected to go up. It's already starting to go up. Let's bring up EJ. So we have that major support down here. Major support if we were to chop the price tight right here. You can see it's rejecting off that 200 right now. There's that 200 right there. Overall, this is looking to go into a buy. So, because with Euro, I know Euro USD is looking to get into a buy, and then Euro JPY, meaning that Euro's getting weaker if this goes up. Um, okay, so this one right here, I would say get in for a buy right above. Right above, and that's because on the 1 hour, it is going to be above the 300, even though if that's not going to be my main confirmation. But R2, let's see. I'm going to look at the bigger time frame, see overall like that area there. Okay, yeah, so the bigger time frame daily is showing like a big divergence going on, while this is showing it's going down, showing it's expected to go up. So we have another major support. Okay, so we have this support here. There's once resistance, support going through. Oh, that's perfect. So if price does break through, then it's expected to continue going up. Overall, catching this on the uptrend, and then if we see on MT4, we do see Euro JPY does have that 3 at the bottom. It didn't give any other 3s. It does have these points in between, and it's just like back and forth movement. Looking on H4, we have a 3. Daily, we have a 3. Weekly, we have a 2, which is good enough. Okay. So going to be looking for this one in a buy. Most likely going to be calling that one out tonight. For Euro JPY, Euro USD, and not UJ at the moment. All right, you guys. So now it's time to answer questions. Let me know if you guys have any questions. AU and NZ bias is bearish, but don't know if jump in. By the way, who's inside of the Signal chat room? Let me know who's inside of the Signal chat room. Okay, so I see a couple people in here saying in the Signal chat room. Now, how many of you guys would like to have included the analysis for every single trade? Cool. So I'm getting a bunch of yeses. Okay. So starting, this is possibly, but starting starting next week, probably on Monday, we're going to be starting to add live analysis onto the trades. And by the way, like about, what was it, about a month ago, or actually like about 2 weeks ago, I was doing the trades all on my own, every single night, just doing like live analysis. Now I'm inside of like this trading community where we're just analyzing trades and then just like calling out like the best trades that we see. So now it's not just me placing trades, but we have like think of it like a mastermind to place the trades. So most likely we're going to be doing the live analysis with every single trade. And if you actually, those of you guys that don't know, we do have a crypto channel now that just got launched. Inside of the crypto channel is pretty much what we're going to do in this next, or with the Forex signals. So with the Forex signals, we're not going to increase the price or anything for that. It's just going to be included as like a benefit just for being part of the group. But let's I'll bring over right here kind of what it looks like real quick. Okay. So do you guys see on my chart right here? So pretty much what's going to be happening is we're going to be with the Forex signals, also with like crypto, we're going to be giving advice kind of like this. This is on the crypto side, but it has like slight analysis, just kind of giving its idea on what's expected to happen based off of the trade. So like some of them being like drawing out Fibonacci lines or like a breakout of support when it was going on an uptrend, stuff like that, to get into a trade. So I know some of you guys have taken like the 7-day training where you're taking the signals as well, just as like an extra confirmation. Now with the analysis, you're going to be able to see if it aligns with yours. We're going to have a little bit more detailed analysis rather than the crypto. So right now the crypto one, it's not too much analysis going on there, but it is still an analysis to understand. Someone said, I was wondering, how does the AI work that you provide? Right now, we don't have any spots. I did post on my story that we might be opening some spots up soon. But it's pretty much just automatically placing trades based off of a strategy. And it's all like a robot placing trades. So it's not even me placing trades. It's an automatic system that just looks out for trades and looks when to get in, when to get out, all that stuff. So I'm going to be getting off here pretty soon. London session's about to start in about 15 minutes. Going to be doing some more like concentrated analysis, more thinking. Because usually when I get into the zone of thinking, I stay quiet for a little bit. I stay quiet pretty much the entire time, just like focus on the chart and analyzing everything. All right, you guys. So let's see. By the way, post on you guys' Instagram. I know most of you guys are inside of Instagram. If you guys want me to repost your stuff, post about doing this live analysis right now, and then I'll make sure to tag you, repost your story on my Instagram. And right now I'm actually doing like a cleanse on my Instagram, getting rid of like ghost followers. If you guys know any of that stuff. yeah, getting rid of a lot of because the algorithm on Instagram has been like crazy. Where only like 3% of everyone's followers have been able to see your stuff. So when you have like people that are following you that are not active or they're not like liking your stuff or whatever, then it just makes it makes it do bad with the algorithm. All right, you guys. So awesome session. Going to be uploading this pretty soon, and yeah, we're going to be making some money. Making some money. I know most of you guys inside of the Golden Circle group, you guys get some of the free signal chats. So I did call like a couple good ones for like Euro USD. The other day was like, what was it, USD CHF? Good call. So yeah, stay in there. Keep active on the group. Just keep messaging. If you guys have any questions, you could probably reach out to me or any of the coaches inside of the admin area, and you can yeah, just ask us anything. We're willing to help you guys out. All right, you guys. I'll see you guys. Have a good rest of your Tuesday. It's already getting into Wednesday. See you guys.